A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant diplomatic development, 3 American citizens who had been imprisoned in China for years are set to return to the United States following sensitive negotiations between Washington and Beijing. The individuals, Mark Swidan, Kylie, and John Leung, were designated by the U.S. government as wrongfully detained, and their release comes as the Biden administration approaches the end of its term. According to reports from NBC News and other outlets, the agreement for their release was reached amid ongoing discussions regarding U.S.-China relations, which have been strained over various issues including trade, human rights, and security concerns. The White House confirmed the release on Wednesday, stating, "Soon they will return and be reunited with their families for the first time in many years." This announcement is particularly poignant for the families of the detainees, who have long advocated for their loved ones' freedom. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer expressed his relief and gratitude, noting his close collaboration with Mr. Lee's son, Harrison Lee, throughout the years of uncertainty. "Even when it felt like there was no hope, we never stopped believing that one day Mr. Lee would return home," Schumer stated. The release of these individuals follows the earlier release of U.S. Pastor David Lin, who was freed in September after spending nearly 2 decades in a Chinese prison. The cases of Swidan, Lee, and Leung highlight the complex nature of U.S.-China relations, where diplomatic negotiations often intersect with human rights issues. Mark Swidan, a Texas businessman, had been sentenced to death on drug charges, while Kylie, age 70, was convicted on espionage charges his family described as baseless. John Leung faced similar accusations and was sentenced to life in prison. The U.S. State Department had classified all 3 as wrongfully detained, advocating for their release in multiple diplomatic meetings over the years. As the Biden administration prepares to hand over the reins to President-elect Donald Trump, who has promised a tough stance on China, this release could signal a possible thawing of relations, at least in the short term. However, the broader context of U.S.-China relations remains fraught with tension over various geopolitical issues, including Taiwan and trade policies. The Biden administration's ongoing dialogue with Chinese President Xi Jinping has included discussions about improving relations, but the path forward remains uncertain. In light of this recent release, many are hopeful that further diplomatic efforts could lead to more positive outcomes in the future. For the families of Swidan, Lee, and Leung, this Thanksgiving will be particularly special as they prepare to welcome their loved ones back home after years of separation. Their stories serve as a reminder of the human impact of international diplomacy and the importance of continued advocacy for those wrongfully detained around the world. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.